Howdy folks, Antique Aficionado here. Well, I didn't tell you guys that this thing actually has a thermostat on it, and I'm using that word because the online pamphlet about this calls it that. Um, and it says in there that it, I believe, turns the gas off at 140 degrees. And I'm like, well, how does it do that? You know, the water runs in it and that bar comes out and the valve is there. How does it do it? And of course, so this long pipe here, let me touch it with my hand. That thing is actually inside of this, and this is screwed onto that. So the water, after it's gone through all the coils, comes up this pipe and runs along this. So I'm like, okay, well, it has to be long. It has to transfer temperature and pick that up. But I'm like, it doesn't move. You know, what is it going to do? Go up and down? What is it? And it's perplexed me. Um, and I said, you know what? I bet you it's somehow related to the thermo lever. And it doesn't turn the gas off, it messes with the thermo lever to then scale down the flame. You know, somehow back off on the lever so that the spring pushes the washer closer to where the gas comes out to scale the flame down. So I decided to take the thermo lever out. I had never fully taken it out, and yes, I took out this piece from it, and suddenly when I lifted it up, aha, I heard something move. And what's in there? Yeah, there's a piece that's come out, and it has a peg on the end of that. There's the peg. And when you look at the bottom of the thermo lever, you see this. So I think that's it. There must be springs, something that expands when it heats up, and then that will ride up and push on that lever and get that fire to back off. So interesting. I'm glad I've finally figured out the meaning of this whole bar and how it actually works. Folks, now that I've put the thermal lever back in, it makes more sense now. You can see that the cutout on the thermal lever is a much wider angle than the end of the triangle on the thermal lever control screw, so it allows it to pivot. And of course, that peg then can ride along in this slot and affect the gas control and scale down the flame. Talk to you later.